Welcome to the first in a series of small training videos. In this first video, we'll be looking at using the new Add New Collection wizard. This was added in version 4.8.7, so the newer versions out there can use this. So we're going to look at just some of the preparation before you create the collection. We'll need to think about the collection code you'll want to use. In the SobekCM system, a code is 20 digits or less. It actually appears in the URL, so you want to have it make some sort of sense related to your collection. Obviously, you'll need a name for your collection as well. You'll have to think about where you want this collection to sit within the hierarchy of your other collections. So think about what the parent collection for this new collection should be. You also want to think about how you want this to be visible. Do you want it to be on your parent collection at the bottom of the parent collection? Do you want it to be on the main repository homepage under the thematic headings? So just sort of think about where you want that to be available for the user. And finally, there's two design features that you want to think about and prepare for before you add a new collection. And that is the collection button and the collection banner. If we look at a collection homepage, you'll see this is a Baldwin collection from the University of Florida. So they have a banner at the top and buttons at the bottom. So the banner sort of helps identify the collection. It's a graphical element that sits above the main menu and below the header. And this will be the same banner throughout all your pages. So if you have child pages related to your collection, it would use the same banner. And at the bottom, you see the collection button. The button is how this appears in the parent collection. So this is, again, a zoom in on the bottom of that collection homepage. And there's your button. So you see we actually have 5 buttons here. So the button itself is a GIF. It's a 50 pixels by 50 pixels GIF file. You can vary that a little bit if you like in your instance, but it does need to be a GIF file. So that's one of the few places where we really are stringent on the file type. So you want to think about making that little button and having it prepared before you go in to create your new collection. And as we said, the other design feature is the banner. So this banner actually size varies a little bit by instances. So usually it's somewhere between 1,000 to 900 pixels wide, and you can vary the height. So in this case, I think we're loading a 900 pixel wide banner. So they can be JPEG, PNG, bitmap, or GIF file. It really doesn't matter. You just probably want to look at another banner you have in your instance to see how wide you're using in your system. So it really depends on your CSS and how wide you have your pages. So just look at one that was pre-existing. Okay, so we're going to quickly step through using the Add New Collection wizard. So here we are. We're logged on to a test instance. And we'll click on the My Test, and we'll pull up the System Administrator menu. So we'll click System Admin. This is a new menu as well, where it's been changed quite a bit in this last version. So in the new versions, you most likely have common tasks at the top. So you can just click Add Collection Wizard here. This gives you information, sort of what we just talked about, that you'll have 50 by 50 GIF file, for example. So we'll click this so we don't have to see it again. But the first time you come in here, you will see this message. So next. Okay, so now we can add this collection. So we'll call this collection Alice. We'll give it a name like Alice in Wonderland. You see it automatically gives you another copies over the name, but you could make it shorter here. We'll leave it, I guess we'll say here, Adventures maybe. Okay, you'll need a description. So there we pasted in our description for this new collection. The parent collection. So this is the list of all existing collections that we have in the system. So you'll notice right now it says the type is collection. If you were to say choose an institution that it would be underneath, you'd see that it says institutional division. So we can select this to go underneath maybe our institutional collection. Click that. We can leave this as the type. You're free to change these types. There's really very little difference between these, but if you want to use the new collection as a holding location or source institution, you'll need to choose one of the institutional types. We'll just say it's an exhibit. If it is an institutional type, you could have an external link, and this will appear in the citation as a way to link to an existing page. But we'll just click Exhibit and go to the next page. So this is where some of the visibility things we were talking about up here. So we want the new collection to be active, and we say that we do want it to show in the parent collection, in which case we will want to upload a button. And the thematic headings are the categories on the very front page of your instance. So we can choose an existing one, or we can select we want a new thematic heading, and we'll just say training collection, and we'll see what that looks like when we're done. So we'll hit next. So now we're on the third screen. This is where you can select your banner that you want to upload. So we have this banner here. We'll upload it. Okay, and we'll go next. This is the default button for this instance. So if we had not uploaded a banner, it would automatically create one for us. If we do not upload a button, it will use a system default. So we'll select this button right here. It's been uploaded, and we'll hit save. So you can see this is the collection. It's been created. It creates a default home page for you. There's the banner that we uploaded. And if we were to look at the parent collection, you would see now that we have this button here. Our description as well pops in. So that's the button we just uploaded. We also told it to add it to a thematic heading. So we'll go to the collection instance homepage, where we'll be able to see that new thematic heading. And we can see it right here at the very bottom, training collection. So these are your thematic headings. You can manage these and change the order, which we'll cover in subsequent trainings, but you can see that because we added it to a thematic heading, it is now on your instance homepage. So we'll select into it. So here's your brand new collection. It's active, it's ready to go. You can change the homepage by clicking Edit Content, and the HTML editor comes in. Cut and paste our text. So maybe we'll add some links in here if we wanted. We could add images if we liked. So we can go up here to the Add Image, click Image. We can upload an image. And we can set the width and height, maybe make it smaller. There we have it. So hit save, and you can see we've edited our homepage text. You could go in here, obviously, and style your images, or if you wanted to come in here, you could remove this image. You could add a rotating image at the bottom if you like. So we'll come in here, we'll upload, let's choose some files, choose another file, send that to the server, upload, send that to the server, upload, send it to the server. Okay, so if we browse the server now, you'll see that we have all 4 of these images up there. And we'll hit OK. So we can see the full image there. Click Delete. And so this was to upload an image. This here is to insert a slideshow. So we'll click that. We'll add a picture. Select that picture. Select the next one, third one, and the fourth one. And the width and the height are defined here. We'll hit OK and hit Save. And we can see our new text that we've added. And we can also see a little slideshow happening at the bottom of your images. So here's your brand new collection ready to go. You can start adding new collections to it. You can add sub-collections to it. So another way to access the Add Collection wizard is if a curator of this collection is looking at the admin view and you look at these sub-collections, you can actually access it here as well. So a curator who's not a system administrator will be able to come in here and say add a new collection. And you'll see here that it's actually tied down, so it's only that parent. There's a couple different ways to get to the add new collection wizard. Hopefully this video was useful. We'll be generally sending out training videos once a week, and these will be loaded onto YouTube. So thanks a lot for listening. Bye.